So we'll begin our meditation this evening by asking the Arcturians to activate for us their etheric crystal temple in this room. So while that is taking place, begin to bring your awareness to your breath and to move deeply within, moving ever more deeply into your own beingness, relaxing down into your body and gradually letting go of any need to do anything at all. Simply come into your state of beingness, where you simply be. So the crystal temple is becoming increasingly activated for us, and many Arcturians and beings of light bring their presence, their energy, their consciousness to us to assist us all this evening in moving ever closer to our Christ itself, embracing what we call our fifth dimensional self and moving fully into the light. So perhaps you may see or feel or sense the energies that are forming around you, the presences, including much angelic presence that is here for each one of you. Whether you see or not, the most important is allowing yourself to feel the energy of spirit which you inhale through your breath, which you experience within your being, that is flowing through each one of us. So we open our crown a little wider and call down from above the I Am Presence. Your oversoul, high above, is connecting with you, descending downwards, passing through your soul star chakra above your head, and moving down through your central column. You may wish to affirm, I am. I am who I am. And gradually you begin to fill with the light of your divine self. Moving ever more deeply within, you enter into your high heart, and as you move more deeply into your high heart, you discover there is no limit to how deeply within you can go. And the more deeply within you move, the more you access, for all is within. Ascension, of course, is an inner process. So we move within. We exist within the I Am presence, within the now, living within the present moment from the high heart, and surrendering to the divine flow of light which is constantly moving through. It simply needs your surrender to it. Feel its gentleness, the beauty of its frequency, and the love within the light. And as you do, you will find that the ego surrenders more willingly. For so much is about surrendering the ego self to the divine self, returning to who we truly are. So as we rest within the crystal temple, gradually you come into resonance with the Arcturian frequencies, the energy which they offer to you, comforting, loving, and peaceful. As the blue light begins to fill your aura, nothing for you to do, simply to receive, simply to allow, as all is done for you. You may begin to feel that your frequency is rising. That you are being lifted. And that much is taking place within as you simply surrender. Simply allow and receive. So Giuliano Helioa, the Temple Masters and the Council of Elders are all here with us. From the amethyst in the center, the violet ray becomes activated. And begins to fill the temple. So we ask for the presence of Saint Germain. Of Archangel Zadkiel. of Amritas, of the violet planet. And of Elohim Arcturus, Elohim of the violet ray. And the energy continues to build. And the violet ray rises from the core of Gaia, where it has been firmly anchored. As we each receive the violet flame from above and below and all around, in swirls, in flames, in vortices. As it works to clear and cleanse, transmute, all that is not of the light. We simply allow this process to take place for us, as the violet fire not only enters into your aura, but into every cell and atom of your body. Raising the frequency in every cell, increasing the spin in each of your chakras. As you become increasingly energized, and you experience a transmutation taking place. For the violet fire works on all four bodies: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. As every aspect of self is being raised into a higher frequency of light. And the violet contains diamond white. For from the core of Gaia, her energy also rises. Feel your connection through your feet and your lower chakras to Gaia's core as you move down into her core to connect to her her heart and soul. and the crystalline consciousness. Allow your heart to open to her. And feel her energy, her strength and power. For you may receive from her the waves which are being sent to her constantly. As you allow your heart to open to her, as you receive her, so you can experience her divine feminine energy rising upwards into your base chakra and upwards into your high heart. The divine mother energy, the Kundalini energy, as you simply relax into it and allow it to flow upwards. As you come into greater and greater balance, and you are lifted into a new alignment, a higher alignment. And you simply breathe. You simply rest and allow. The consciousness of the violet fire, the consciousness of the Divine Mother, is being amplified by the many beings of higher light that are present for each one of us. And the spiritual light within continues to increase. And as you allow your high heart to open further, you surrender into softness, into gentleness, into divine love. For another heart activation has been received, opening the heart further and allowing more unconditional love to flow through the heart. As this process is done for you, it simply requires your willingness. Your willingness to allow this transmutation to take place. And temporarily to be free from all your earthly attachments and all the attachments which you have to the lower aspects of self. For fear is being transmuted within you at this very moment. As fear dissolves away, there is only love. And there is nothing to prevent a complete opening of your high heart. There is truly no limit to how open your high heart chakra can become and how much light and love can flow. For your fifth dimensional self is coming ever closer to you at this time. See your fifth dimensional self in your mind's eye, or possibly in front of you. How does she look? How does he look? Just like you. Except a being of light without physicality. Feeling just like you, without the ego concerns. Reach up a little higher as we raise your frequency for you. Expand your consciousness and reach up to her, to him, and allow your higher self to descend. Feel the light of self, both within and around you. Feel your soul within your high heart. As Lord Sananda comes into the temple, bringing his Christ light, all the way from the central sun and beyond. a brilliant golden shining light. So your fifth dimensional self, together with Sananda, enter into your high heart and begin to fill your entire being. They only require that you invite them in. The Christ itself, which you have always been, resurrects within you as through loving kindness, compassion and acceptance, the ego self has the courage to finally surrender to the beauty, the magnificence of the true self from the fifth dimension and beyond. And you enter into peace and bliss. You feel restored, for you are no longer in separation. And you are willing to surrender to the will of God from your solar plexus. For your will and the will of God are one and the same. You begin to experience within the oneness of the many aspects of self through many dimensions, all coming together, all coming into alignment. Your oneness with Sananda, with all your guides and teachers, and the many systems of planets and star systems. A certain feeling or knowing grows within you of the many planets and stars that you have existed on, of your many connections throughout this galaxy and even this universe. The feeling of emptiness and loneliness, which has lain deep within, has disappeared. For there is only love here. And as you are freed from all fear, only love remains. And you begin to see and understand the illusions of the matrix which you entered into. And from now on, you will be able to observe this matrix in a different way, from a higher standpoint, from a more expanded consciousness. rest in the beauty. And begin to become aware of the angelic presence that is also with you. For the angelic presence that is with you constantly is one of your greatest helps when they are asked. And before we end this meditation, we call to Serapis Bey. From his temple of ascension in Luxor, where he holds the ascension flame for us. Simply receive through your third eye the energy transmission which he brings to you. As his ascension flame surrounds your entire aura, descends down through your crown, and together with Saint Germain's violet fire, his light of ascension enters in to every cell, every atom, and all is accelerated. As this energetic acceleration takes place, so you rise in frequency ever higher, and the old 3D world seems so far away, it is barely a distant memory. For the new earth is already here, ready for you to simply step into it. As you continue to fill with light and continue to expand this light around you, become increasingly aware of your physical body, how your physical body exists inside your light body. And bring your focus down through the physical body, that you are aware of your entire physical presence. As you breathe down, moving down, feeling your feet on the floor, your connection to Mother Earth. As you move into her crystalline grid of the fifth dimensional New Earth, surrounded in the golden light, and you bring the fifth dimension into the third dimension, and as you guard your frequency, so you begin to embody, to fully integrate your fifth dimensional self into the third dimensional self, the Christed state of being. And as you do, so all of humanity are influenced by your light, and Gaia's ascension comes ever closer. So when you feel fully present within your light, within your physical body, you simply open your eyes and be in both worlds simultaneously.